8 everyday habits that are damaging your mental well-being. Today we're diving into some everyday habits that might be harming your mental well-being without you even realizing it. We all have those little things we do day to day, but it's important to be mindful of their impact on our mental health. From scrolling through social media to skipping meals, these seemingly harmless habits can actually take a toll on our mood, focus, and overall mental state. The goal here isn't to completely overhaul your life, but rather to shed some light on these common habits and provide some practical tips to make positive changes. Remember, small adjustments can make a big difference when it comes to your mental well-being, so let's get started. Let's talk about social media. It's become such an integral part of our lives, but it's important to acknowledge its potential downsides, especially when it comes to mental health. One of the biggest culprits is excessive scrolling, or doom scrolling. Endlessly scrolling through feeds, comparing oneself to others, and feeling inadequate or anxious as a result. Think about it. How often does one catch themselves scrolling through perfectly curated feeds, comparing their life to the highlight reels of others? This constant comparison can fuel feelings of inadequacy, envy, and even depression. And then there's the fear of missing out, or FOMO. Seeing everyone else seemingly living their best lives online can make one feel like they're missing out on something, even if content with life offline. The sheer volume of information and negativity exposed to on social media can be overwhelming. Remember, social media is often a curated version of reality, not a reflection of real life. So, next time mindlessly scrolling, take a step back and ask, is this serving mental well-being? If not, it might be time to set some healthy boundaries. The feeling of being sleep deprived is all too common. Groggy, irritable, and struggling to focus. Chronic sleep deprivation can have serious consequences for mental health. It's like running a car on empty. Eventually, it's going to break down. Sleep is essential for physical and mental well-being. Without enough sleep, cognitive function, emotional regulation, and even physical health suffer. One of the most immediate effects of sleep deprivation is impaired cognitive function. Think about it. How well can focus or decision-making happen when exhausted? Lack of sleep affects attention span, memory, and decision-making abilities, making it difficult to concentrate and think clearly. Chronic sleep deprivation can also increase the risk of developing more serious mental health issues like anxiety and depression. Studies have shown a strong link between sleep problems and mood disorders, suggesting that poor sleep can contribute to and exacerbate these conditions. So, how much sleep is actually needed? While it varies from person to person, most adults need around 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. It's about establishing a consistent sleep schedule that prioritizes rest and rejuvenation. We've all heard the saying, "You are what you eat." But did you know that this applies to our mental health as well? The food we consume not only fuels our bodies, but also plays a crucial role in our mood, focus, and overall mental well-being. Think of the brain as a high-performance machine. It needs the right fuel to function optimally. When we nourish our bodies with whole, nutrient-rich foods, we provide our brains with the building blocks they need to produce neurotransmitters, those chemical messengers that regulate our mood, sleep, and cognitive function. On the other hand, a diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can deplete our brains of these essential nutrients, leading to imbalances that can impact our mental health. So, what can be done to nourish mental health through diet? Start by making small, sustainable changes. Swap out sugary drinks for water, incorporate more fruits and vegetables into meals, and choose whole grains over refined grains. Exercise is good for physical health, but it's just as important for mental well-being. Regular physical activity is like a magic pill for the mind, boosting mood, reducing stress, and improving overall cognitive function. Think about the feeling after a good workout. There's likely more energy, focus, and less stress. That's because exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in the brain that act as natural painkillers and mood elevators. Exercise is also a powerful stress reliever. During physical activity, the body releases hormones like cortisol, which helps regulate the stress response. Regular exercise can help better manage stress, making one more resilient to life's challenges. Regular physical activity has been shown to have long-term benefits for mental health as well. Studies have shown that those who exercise regularly are less likely to experience anxiety and depression. It's like a workout for the brain, keeping it sharp and alert. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of multitasking. There's a common belief that juggling multiple tasks at once makes us more productive. But in reality, multitasking is a myth that can actually harm mental well-being and decreased productivity. The brain is not wired to focus on multiple tasks simultaneously. When trying to do too many things at once, attention becomes fragmented, leading to mediocre results. This constant task switching takes a toll on the brain, leading to mental fatigue, stress, and decreased productivity. Constantly shifting attention prevents the brain from fully processing information and completing tasks effectively. So what's the alternative? Single tasking. Giving undivided attention to a single task allows for more efficient and effective completion. It's surprising how much more productive one can become when not trying to do everything at once. As humans, we are social creatures by nature. Thriving on connection, belonging, and interaction with others is essential. Yet, in today's digital age, it's easy to become isolated and neglect social needs. But here's the thing, social connection is not just about having fun, it's essential for mental well-being. Think about it. How does one feel after spending time with loved ones? Probably feeling happier, more relaxed, and supported. That's because social interaction releases oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, which promotes feelings of trust, bonding, and well-being. Social connections provide a sense of belonging and purpose. When connected to others, there's a feeling of being part of something larger. This sense of belonging is crucial for mental health as it provides a support system during challenging times. So how can social connection be prioritized in busy lives? It's about making a conscious effort to nurture relationships and make time for social interaction. There's a constant inner voice that's always chattering away. Sometimes it's encouraging, but more often than not, it's critical, judgmental, and downright mean. This inner critic can wreak havoc on mental health, leading to self-doubt, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Think about it. How often does negative self-talk occur? I'm not good enough. I'm a failure. I'm not worthy of love. These negative thoughts can become self-fulfilling prophecies, shaping beliefs and influencing actions. But here's the thing, it's possible to ignore the inner critic. Challenge those negative thoughts and replace them with more compassionate and realistic ones. Start by becoming aware of negative self-talk. Once aware, start to challenge them. Replace those negative thoughts with more positive and realistic ones. Stress is an inevitable part of life. It's our body's natural response to challenges and demands. But when stress becomes chronic, it can have a detrimental impact on our mental and physical health. That's why it's crucial to develop healthy coping mechanisms to manage stress and prevent it from taking over our lives. Think of stress as a wave. We can't always control the size of the wave, but we can learn to surf it. Coping mechanisms are like surfboards, helping us ride the waves of stress without getting wiped out. There are countless ways to manage stress, and what works for one may not work for another. The key is to find what works best and make it a regular part of your routine. By developing healthy coping mechanisms, we can equip ourselves with the tools needed to navigate life's challenges and maintain mental well-being. Live your best life, mentally strong and healthy. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on living a healthier, happier life. Remember, taking care of your mental well-being is just as important as taking care of your physical health. It's about making small, sustainable changes to your daily habits that can have a big impact on your overall well-being. So, be kind to yourself, prioritize your mental health, and don't hesitate to seek professional help if you need it. Stay healthy, and see you in the next video.